the first shit.
Nope.
This is the first thing that comes into your mind.
I'll be in T-Far.
God damn it.
Oh, I didn't bring my shoes. Oh well. What else do I need to build? The heck? I haven't seen that one before.
Okay, I hope it's... Oh, we got new
Barb,
helmets.
aren't you
Very good.
playing, forehead?
Did we get new uniforms for our helmets? No, they don't match. This is cancer and I'm gonna cry. They don't match.
Change back to the old one.
This thing had a lot more damage reduction, that's why.
Yeah, true.
I mean, we specifically have 6 units.
Yes, but this has more protection from both classes. Yes.
I'm hearing a lot of binging for no reason.
Wah. Oh, wah.
I'm not gonna lie, with what Ground wants you to do today, you're gonna need the most overpowered stuff you can bring. But you know what? You do you.
We do VDV?
They want to fight Blue for today.
Isn't him in yet?
Those poor SOBs. You don't fight Blue
And then you
4
have the
until you
monsters
have
like the-
tier 3.
the
They're at
fucking
tier 2,
squid.
so this is gonna get ugly.
Cool, just checking. Don't want to get read it.
But that's
And then
okay.
what's
You know
up
why
on
it's
the
okay?
next
Because
Sunday?
I'm just the Zeus.
Hey, Macro,
So-
I've got 10 extra mags for you.
You're setting up
Do you
the
want people
mission,
standardising
I'll set up
or
the
just,
bobs.
say whatever the fuck you want? Right. So it's a case of it's their own problem. if they
We'll
want
have
help.
that, the resource depot.
Which one are the impact grenades again? RGO or RGN?
Both are impact.
Ah.
RGO is heavier and technically defensive. RGN is lighter and technically offensive.
Cool, I'll take 2 of each. Thank you for that.
On Abe, you've done the Grenadier trainings.
You know what's really funny though, Iceberg? In Grenadier training you don't learn about grenades, you learn about using the underbarrel launcher.
They're supposed to teach you the regular grenades too.
I mean, to be fair, I know how to throw it and how to change
Grenade goes
but-
boom. There, you have been
Exactly.
taught how to throw a
But
freaking grenade.
I can't tell you the difference between the massive amount of different grenades that we have in the mod set. All of
Do
them
you
go
use
boom
it?
as far as I'm concerned.
I'd be useless to that.
Is that alright for me?
Yeah.
Pit.
It's me.
Barracuda, grab yourself the RPK, I've got 10 rounds, 10 magazines for you extra in my backpack.
The ones that have more 19s on them?
Squad 0, check.
Hold on.
What time would a CRPK do
That's
this?
the 1127.
Use it.
I'm waiting for it.
The 5.5mm 45 round. If I remember correctly.
He's gonna be interested in the build.
Barracuda, just confirm that for me. The
Psy
5.45
Werewolf
you
is
use, yeah?
continuing to sub through
Yeah.
August. That's
So, yeah, that one. I've got
that's
10
a little
rounds
whiles
left.
away. Thank you. Hope you've
Thank
enjoying the ops, and
No
I
problem.
hope you're staying safe among Coven. I hope you're gonna kick out this stone.
RPG
Boiled
boy, I've got
potatoes.
an extra round for you as well in my
I was
backpack.
craving like tater tots last night. I don't know why, but I was just having a craving. I wanted some tater tots. How are you doing, Stone? Thanks for the tenor. How's life? Staying safe, I hope. Barb, why aren't you playing in the op today? How you doing, Earth Knight?
Tools. They're really helpful.
Alright, now to do this.
You didn't get back to you need to get it from the arsenal. Arsen your Nell.
Woodland, fuel.
Hello?
That would have been bad, because these guys are trying to kill each other. I think.
When your main weapons magazine is lighter than your pistols.
Ground 12 squad leaders, same procedure as before. Grab trucks, fill them up with resupply and whatnot, and put them on the tarmac.
Repair. Ooh, that was close. I didn't want it to spawn in there.
Any of you lovely people got a grenade launcher?
Is
You're
this
not
the
here
same
because
armor
Nim
with
licked
flames
you?
is like?
Cack.
Babbles, I've got an extra missile for you.
Good check.
Good.
But wait, I've got an app for that.
It's not grinder.
70 check.
Right, what should we call this loadout?
Are we putting it into the truck and not in the boxes, or?
And that right there is why I hate GM
Standard
assets.
grunts have radios, or is that only squad leads?
Stupid game. Send in Go Team 6 now. And Psy Werewolf giving out 5 community subs. Nice if you got a sub from Psy Werewolf. Make sure you thank him. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a kick out of this operation, and you're all staying safe, of course. Sorry I'm not talking too much. I am just trying to get this stuff all sorted today. Because I started a little bit late because the RHS update broke one of the statics I was using. I had to hunt it down and change it out because it was giving some errors. So I will get to you guys momentarily. Just give me a little bit of time because I'm building what I can here. Don't explode.
Barracuda.
Wait, Richie. Perfect PTRS.
Okay.
I am a automatic rifleman. Check.
For TSB, the socials in the space.
So they want to continue up the western flank today, which is going to be interesting because that's where they might run into Blue 4, aka the United Feds, and it's going to probably get very, very ugly. So everything has a large amount of defenses because that's what these guys have consolidated. Starting 2 weeks ago, I actually kept track of the physical number of vehicles that this faction still had. So it was really fun just to do that. I'm just going to make sure everything I make in debug here is set to careless hold fire because these two factions should allegedly want to kill each other. But I will check that in just a moment. So if I were to go here, and I were to spawn a blue dude, if that works, and now I were to spawn a other dude. Alright, that little reaction is all I needed to know. Oh, right.
Richie.
I forgot. You might have eyes on that position.
80 check.
Yeah. So, anyway, some small map updates. Purple means contested areas, green means actively green for, blue means blue for. And I want to point out that there's no fighting going on in this town right now, because there's this thing up here, and we'll see if the players figure that out. I'm not even sure the players will get up to that castle, because this is going to be a massive kill zone. And I mean massive! So, anyway, there's about 30 people on the server. There is still another 10 people trying to get on, so this will be about a 40-person operation, which means it's going to get messy. But yeah, Green 4, they did throw everything on a southern attack because last week towards the end because Red 4 was the weaker faction. They were just trying to break through to swing to the right, but it got stopped. So Green 4, at least on the western flank, is not doing too hot today. That's by design. So, we'll go over all the upgrades. We do have some new vehicles in play here, but Blue 4 also has quite a few things ready to go.
Ground is currently busy. There you go, now you can talk to him.
Didn't know you well, so...
I'm not Alpha, I'm Bravo.
So I'm just going to assume that Gepper that was there was just destroyed, because, you know, this is technically a live action thing, so... I'll count it. I didn't realize the Bradley had eyes on, because when I was testing it didn't shoot at it, but, you know, when you actually put things on a dedicated server, stuff tends to change.
Squad leaders, once you're done with preparations, come meet me next to the T-34s.
But we'll see how things go. So, how are you all doing? We don't have the AK-10 wing in this campaign. Nah, that's too much. But anyway, Blue 4 guys, really simple. They're kind of, you know, US NATO based. So they've got generally tier, I think it's tier 2 right now, but their tier 2 is supposed to be more powerful than the player base is tier 2. But we'll just see how that goes today. So they're after this, which was actually a Green 4 prototype that was stopping Blue 4 advance into this area. It was based out of this frickin' air base. There is a helicopter depot somewhere up here that it was stationed to, but Blue 4 captured, so they pulled it back to this air base. But then Red 4 captured the air base, so it ran out of fuel and crashed up there. And if you notice, that's actually a tier 5 unit for the enemy.
I'm smacked in Pestle.
I don't think you can buy defusal kits. It's because we're not using mines in this because no faction's playing that type of war. It's just if you decide to use ordnance that has UXOs, that's for you to just kind of avoid them.
Makes sense.
And Blue 4 also has a lot of nasty vehicles to choose from.
Hello, Charlie on that.
Hello.
Oh, Charlie, come meet me next to the T-34s.
So it's tier 2, 3, 4, and then there's some stuff that's also 5 here, but most of the tier 5 equipment is given to Titanians, because they're supposed to eventually overcome this faction, but we'll see that eventually. Maybe, I don't know. So I will say what will probably happen is people here are just going to start surrendering or just try to do a massive pulling out over there, and I'll probably have a Blue 4 attack there as well. For this operation, they want to start there. Okay, so I'm going to set up the teleport system. Yeah, so now it's going to turn into a Russian v NATO style thing, but not necessarily. Because it's not all Russian gear versus not all American gear. I still have some things that are different, but We'll see how that goes. This is the first time Blue 4 will like actually start showing up in the operation, so. If you don't like using the word teleporter, just use the word fast travel.
This is ground command. Do I have pilots on 5-0?
Whew, so, how are you guys doing? I have a little bit of a break now. I'm gonna start stylizing some more specific things here. I think the M60 is only a 3-man crew.
Check.
Good check.
Confirm, I'm wondering about, you said you wanted to talk to us?
Yeah, we a little.
Why not
planning.
Chronosphere? It's a little too futuristic for what I'm going for.
T-34s.
Waiting for a new model in VR chat. Again, one of the things I want to get into, but I just simply don't have the time. I always find a new way to give myself some cool new project to do. And today has been no exception. Getting into a lot of historical-based stuff. I might do a stream later tonight just to, you know, show off some random mission file development. Just to have fun. I swear to God, I'm just gonna take the channel points away this week and be done with it, because all you people do is fucking complain about it. Cannot fast travel when enemies are near. Yeah, VR chat, I'll be honest, from what I see it's just a way to kill time. Which is not a bad thing per se, but, you know, it's either you like it or you don't. I don't mean to be rude when I say this, though. I think it's also for people that just have a lot of time on their hands. Which isn't a bad thing per se. Everyone should find their click, but, you know, that can make the difference. Jeez, it's 12:09. That's not the helmet. At least that's not the camo of the helmet I meant to give him. But I know for a fact that's not the one I put in the arsenal, because I just tested it like 30 minutes ago. So that's weird. Alright, we'll work with it, but that's... I don't know. Whenever mods update, weird stuff happens. Probably just a class name got changed by something, so... I'll work with it. But I get what they were talking, like, because I heard them locally talking about the helmet looked weird, and I'm like, well, I just dismissed it, but no, they're actually kind of right. That does look a little weird. Where's my coin here? Should I attack Depot or Fob? It's tails. I'll hit the Fob as they come in. Alright, I'm also going to tab out and give myself a notepad here. notepad. Note. As in, give me the fucking notepad. Alright. And that'll be for me, keeping track of what assets they lose, what assets they keep, what gets blown up, yada-da. I don't know, people are always going to complain about the damn channel points.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
So, now we get to chill for a second. So, what is up? It is Sunday, my dudes, aka Mother's Day, after we do the Tier 2 and Tier 3 ops here, which, by the way, Tier 3 op is going to be a little recreation on that failed Venezuelan coup from earlier in the week, just because I felt like it. So I have standard military kits in there, Royal Guard, whatever kits, the people with the red berets. And they're just going to fight to assassinate a general and try to fall back, but I'm going to throw the book at them because I feel like it. Let's see. But for Mother's Day, we're going to have a nice fondue dinner. It's going to be great. What the fuck you want? It's always a Miss Payne. Love how Bogan's been thrown to the corner. He's not allowed to socialize.
Send in goat.
Jaeger, thanks for the Tier 1 sub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a kick out of this. Why is it only 14:02? I know why. It's because time acceleration isn't on. Yeah, we're going to put that puppy on. It is Mother's Day. I actually have my mother's card right here. So I gotta give that to her after I'm done streaming. It's literally just an IOU trip to Eddie V's, which is this really classy restaurant nearby, and they just executed a goat. Ah, damn. Capitalist goats. Is that our callus? So, let's see, there's still a decent chunk of people upstairs having some tech issues, so this is still only about a 35-person op with Nightmare connecting.
Check.
Am I not on 5-0? No, I am on 5-0, okay.
No, crashed.
I'll be honest with me personally, my mother and I, we look alike, we think alike, and our personalities are very similar. So we both bash heads a lot.
On Abraham and not on Lord, so I'd have had to type it in again, that couldn't be us.
It's a lot of yelling. At least that's what it was like when I was in high school. Now that I'm almost done with college, it's calmed down a lot, but wow. Like, thinking back. Send message.
I suppose you know where we're TPing and stuff.
Yep, TP pulls down. Have your Vix on the main road that we normally put it on. That's right at the arsenal, so I know what to bring over there. And yeah, missions go whenever you feel like. You've got till 3 o'clock, so 2 hours, 45 minutes. Good luck, have fun.
Alright, thank you. Hi. Everyone, same things as before. Put the vehicles on the tarmac and use the TP pole to get to the FOB. It's next to the arsenals. Move.
They're doing two-man crews with the 55 and the 34. Interesting choices there. Yeah, a lot of people having some random internet issues today. today they might need to learn that they need to upgrade some of their ground mix, though. Yeah, you're good, you're good.
Load up into the trucks.
T-55 can take a bit of a beating from the M60, but really what they're going to find is if they're not using their tanks more as a long-range engagement piece, the Bradleys with the tow guns are going to rip them apart. What they're also going to realize is the Green 4 faction had a lot of stuff at their disposal. It's just been lost to Blue 4, because Blue 4 was the bigger threat. So we're seeing the MiG and the Su-25 being mobilized.
We'll be moving to the edge of that village where the lines are diverging. Alpha and Charlie will go along the main road with the armor.
You know, I just remember I didn't make this guy. I was supposed to, and I completely forgot, so let me quickly make him.
We'll be holding before the crest in that saddle on the road before the first FOB. And we'll wait for your further recon from your observation post. I'll copy.
Good copy. Bravo, ready to move.
Solid copy. Around form up. We're moving.
No, it'll be more towards the top. There it is.
Alpha is the furthest north track, so I suggest everyone else gets in line as well.
So Titanians had, again, multiple helicopter bases to the north and airfields to the south.
We're the furthest north.
So most of the air was lost to the Blue 4 United Feddies.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for everyone to load up and get in line.
Be advised, Alpha is going to move along Bravo's blue line, but it's not going to stay at Bravo Overwatch. We're going to wait until Bravo's done its Overwatch and then just move along the line, basically.
Hi, this is T-55.
Yeah,
Any chance you can throw one in there?
Stand by. What type of radios?
PNR 1000.
Ground, this is Charlie.
Send it, Charlie.
I'm not feeling particularly fond about crossing the ridge with the majority of our force, with the fog looking up the hill.
It's in there, Wolf.
That's why I said we're not cresting there, that ridge at the armor overwatch point. We're not crossing it until Bravo gets to their position and gets us some recon. Do you copy that?
I'm aware of that, yes.
Can we please just move on Bravo's line?
Did I fucking stutter?
Ooh, some
Also,
sass in the morning.
Alpha, you're going back to the main road. Bravo is the only one going on that line.
If you're waiting for us to get eyes from our overwatch point, you should denote a hold point.
Solid will be on a hold point. We'll wait for your recon because I do not want to go blindly in there.
Armor passing on your left.
That's for that. Alright. Yeah, so if you guys want to see some ground perspectives, we do have quite a few in the multi today. So if you want to see them get their butts kicked firsthand, I'm going to turn down my music just a touch.
Advise when you're at the observation point.
Just because I'm getting a slight headache. Sorry I didn't stream last night. I had a pretty bad panic attack. Stress
Yeah, we're not
induced.
going to until you guys clear it.
And then,
yeah, firm.
Just because of a few things, but...
I'm waiting for further recon what's in the valley below.
I hate it when I make an op and then I hear, hey, this op they made, we're gonna completely do it a different way that completely circumvents the point of it. And I'm like... okay. Sad face. But anyway, this should be easy pickings here. You know, these three places, and they'll run into the United Feds. I'm just going to make this valley a massive kill zone. Anyway, what they got this week, guys, in terms of upgrades, they purchased back the T-55 they lost. They got new helmets. They got an upgrade for their planes, so they now have Su-25s for cash jets. They're really just trying to go plane heavy for these operations to
Solid.
rely on that to get them through, but United Feds have some pretty nasty cap at their disposal and a lot of resources to modify their tactics if needed. United Fed units right now are a lot more ground focused.
It's not.
That was Yanni connecting in before T-Far could initiate. That's why you could hear him. But they do have a reserve of resources to spend if need be. It's Phase 9, Mirrorman. Ah, yes, the best place to recon is while you sit on top of your friend's PTRS and stare into his soul. That's the way to do it. I'm good, Tiger.
Bravo ground.
Send it.
Very little visibility from here.
Solid copy, Alpha. You got any better eyes?
So other than that, I think that was it.
Well,
because the aircraft upgrades they were going for now cost a lot. So it's a big investment to make, but it will give them a little bit of an advantage today up to a certain point. Because I have short-range man pads and a lot of fun stuff today down there.
Bravo ground, ready to begin.
A-firm, you're all clear to move up. Charlie, Alpha, dismount and move out.
Alright,
move
they're
on.
beginning to go, so
Bravo,
let's set the global skill.
thing.
90, 35, 50, 50. My classic.
Alpha moving northwest this time.
Friendly.
Charlie moving.
I don't really have any stories to tell right
Infantry squad.
I just want to focus on the Zeusing here.
Coordinate your efforts with the armor. Make sure
There'll
they
be new
don't
World
get a
War
single
II up
scratch on
soon.
that. How copy?
If you count Winter War, then yes, there'll be stuff on Monday. Even though Winter War was just a little before World War II officially. Yeah, that Bradley TOW, since it already sniped a Gepard I had in defensive position right here, I'm just waiting to see what this damn thing does to a tank if it spots it. Because these things do have a pretty long range for engagement. So we have a squad pushing around over here with a truck. I've got 2 squads on patrol. One's an internal patrol, one's an outer patrol. They're all the tier 2 units that the Titanians have. I did have tier 2, but I rolled a 1 for them, so they all just fled.
My guys have to run.
Because there's supposed to be like another 3 squads here, but nah, they
copy, Charlie.
they ditched.
Ground command team will remain in the rear, so we'll pick up your
This
trucks
tank
after
chilling right
everything's done.
here. The other tank is coming around, doing a bit of a drift. 34 also right here.
Bravo ground. There's a Bradley in there, and there's a tank in the southwestern corner.
Didn't mean to drag glitch that, but okay.
So copy Bravo. Mark that shit.
Bravo is on the wall. No, we're ready to engage. We are on the wall.
Advise there's a Bradley and a tank inside town.
Wow, that's like the
Engage,
worst place
separate
for him to
target.
be at. So Bad Wolf gets sniped right here. Azariah gets shot dead. Barracuda gets shot dead. Oh, this is awkward.
Everyone's got no eyes on this Bradley or tank.
They're literally pinned down. Any. Woo! Sweet mama.
Would be nice.
Bravo engaged. Back down.
Yanni on 50, anyone hear me?
Charlie's on the right side of the road, clearing the houses, just outside the fob, so we've not got two squads sat on each other.
Ground, this is I got a late joiner at the fob. What do you want me to tell him?
Is that Yanni?
Yes.
Is the teleporter still up?
He's at the fob, forehead.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Yeah, I'll send someone to pick him up.
Roger, I'll let him know, thank you. Air's coming to pick you up. Or someone, I don't know.
Tank's moving out southwest of the farm.
Hit it in the left track.
What kind of tank is it?
I'm good. I watched these guys charge at Bradley. It didn't really go too well.
Okay, firm. That one's dismounted. Stop hitting it. Stop hitting it. It's dismounted.
Please make sure you kill that crew so we don't catch a round on our ass.
I'm focusing on Zeusing right now, and it's really loud, so I didn't really hear a word of that. That's okay. You have your mom to keep you company.
I did actually visit my mom.
It is Mother's Day. You might be joined by a few people soon. So they just got hit.
We just got hit by two very large somethings. We have no idea where it came from.
That would be the AT over here. Oh yeah, you're gonna be joined by a few people in a second. Here come the KIAs.
Another one placed it up.
Yeah, they shot at a tank, they dismounted it, but then the dismount just shot up a few people.
Yeah, break. We just lost both tanks due to something we couldn't even see. We just exploded. Tanks are up, but we can't repair, so you're on your own. Good luck.
Yeah, there is a repair Vic in the fob that they could use, but they gotta beat the firefight.
Off the ground. Hold this mostly clear. You can get down here. We can do assistance. Check Bravo.
Solid copy, Bravo. I am moving in.
Yay, my captured. Bye-bye.
Ground 12, copy advised, push out to the eastern side of the town and establish yourselves at the end of at the edge.
Now there goes that.
The Alpha squad currently has 2 men down, including our squad lead, who won't be able to move out of the fob anytime soon.
Solid copies, everyone in the fob.
Negative, Charlie's not in the fob on the eastern side of the road in those outlying buildings.
Solid, Charlie, can you push out and create a little bit of a buffer?
That's what we're trying to do right now.
Solid copy.
Trying to determine where that da-da-da-da-da-da is coming from, but I think it's just cook-off.
For anything from the west and north.
screening is kind of hard at the moment.
I didn't get a fucking radio.
Solid copy.
Kick, you might want to go back and get one.
Tanks, are we intended to be able to like do any field repairs or no?
You are set to engineers. If you're not able to do it, then I don't know.
Okay, great. Tank groups, I guess, out of action. Good luck, guys.
You can either have a repair Vic be brought up or check the fob for one. Yeah, what up?
We have the possibility of having any transport trucks brought from...
I'll call high. Stand by.
Alright,
Ground,
Armor will be back on station in 20 minutes when we drive back to the fob. Good luck. Stay alive.
Armor crews, be advised, I'm trying to organize for a repair Vic to be brought into the FOB.
They just
Currently some blue smoke, PID
treated
miss
them
up.
so they couldn't see into the compound, right?
Ground, this is high. We got reinserts at the fob. Over.
Solid copy.
He just got shot.
Lots of contact west of the compound.
I was trying to hint at there was a repair Vic here, but they're gonna drive back instead. Because they need to have someone land to go bring that, one of those R&R Vics up to the fob, because they didn't ask for me to bring it up.
They were
Hadwolf died.
I think the building went down from...
Nightmare not noticing he's got a dude right behind him, and instead this guy decides to start shooting at dudes behind him. That's funny. Look left. And there goes Nightmare. And there goes him.
Infantry, sit rep.
Charlie here,
Bravo.
contacts west of the fob, motion neutralized.
Alpha still has what we've done. We were just starting to clear shit here in the fob.
Solid copy. Bravo.
Taking the people up. We suffered a couple of casualties. We're going to need reinsert. Please assist with that.
Bleed out timer
Solid
is
copy.
like
Be advised,
a few
I have,
minutes,
my
I think
platoon
5.
medic running reinserts back and
But
forth.
people are, with the
Confirm.
ACE
Midwest
update in
rotation,
January,
everyone
people
I
are
have
a lot more
relocating.
likely to die from blood loss before the actual
Solid
bleed out timer
copy.
gets them.
Just keep pulling security until we stabilize everything.
Atomic's down up here on his own, so he might bleed out, unless he's stabilized. Abraham has no idea what to do with that one guy. MG comes around and sprays these guys down here. That's hilarious. And now he's still getting shot at by friendlies. Oh, that was funny. That was actually funny. He probably put those rounds right in his chest rig. He's leaning the wrong way. Oh, man.
Out to the ground.
Send it.
Are you currently with our vehicles?
Second.
Are you currently with our vehicles at armor?
Negative, I've moved up to the base. I will task the incoming reinserts to pick them up.
Be advised, there's a 2T in the base we can take to quickly get them.
Charlie's coming into the fob from the east now to bolster.
Yeah, Alpha, you can grab a couple of people and go pick up all the trucks there.
Ground, be advised, southwest, about 50 meters outside the fob, there's a disabled Leopard we can use for scrapping.
Leave it be for now, go bring the trucks.
All good, I'm just saying, so we know for later.
I don't think it works. Ground, this is tanks. You copy.
You called, thanks?
Yeah, there's no repair stuff at the fob.
Solid copy. I will try to
I have
organize.
air carrying the shit there, but they're having difficulty with it.
Fantastic.
Be advised, I believe there's a 2T inside the base. Isn't that a
Just wait for
repair
the
piece?
jeep to come back.
You don't know?
Alright, so I guess sit and fucking twiddle your thumbs for a while, guys. We gotta fucking wait for air.
So, admittedly, when I said it was at the fob, I meant the fob that you were attacking, but I can see how that got misconstrued.
What? Turn YouTube down. What?
Apparently
it's
it's
at the fob you're attacking.
Wow. Why would I go to an enemy fob for repairs?
Never mind about that ETA. He hasn't left base yet.
God, they're so dumb.
No, you're gonna love this. The guy that was piloting it, he put his plane all the way in the top left of the runway and then walked all the way to the helicopter.
Who is it?
Hardcore.
Oh, for fuck's sake, you should know better.
If you don't mind, do you know what hit us?
Yeah, so you guys were, let me count the distance here. Just north of that fob was an enemy squad. So from your position, about 200 meters away, in the forest just north of the MSR, there was a guy with a Carl Gustav, and he tapped both of you. That was purely AI, not me. I was too busy dealing with the fact that,
Alpha's currently going back to get the trucks for the other squad left behind.
Charlie's truck, so cheers for that.
I gotta say no, Wolf, I'm sorry.
Bravo.
I'm trying to get them to think about where they want to put their logistics, and if I keep babying, then they're never gonna learn.
What was the point of a fob without any logistics?
Because logistics are limited.
Be advised, Alpha can also move to get Charlie's truck. Bravo truck, Bravo.
Yep.
Well, the waiting game, I guess.
Yep.
So how are you doing?
The atomic, I'll get you a ride.
Also, guy running reinserts, there's a retarded base, or the fob, who wants to ride. Hopefully you have a radio.
Glad I fucking joined this up.
He's on his way back now.
Round to Bravo. Are you ready with your Vic?
Waiting for stuff.
Alpha's still bringing the Vix to the fob.
Well, this is a bit
Yeah.
P-54 is already slow on the hills, and yes.
I'm good. I'm not gonna get shot in.
That's scary.
Yeah, they're all please.
What? What are you doing?
Cuz I'm special.
JTAC to High Command?
Yeah?
The nerds at the airfield are telling me they can't find any repair Vics. They have 2 ammo Vics.
I've said... What? They are triple RVICs.
Righto.
Says hi, send message.
Yeah, either I'm bugged or something.
Just bring that Vic to the aircraft and tow it up, please. I have the, it says it in the documents that it's one Vic that has all the triple R, but no one reads, so screw me, I guess.
He's busy, leave him alone.
No shit, he's busy.
Bravo, Bravo.
Send it.
Moving to Bravo Rally P2. Ready to go.
Solid copy. All friendly forces in the trucks. Load up and meet up at the Bravo P2.
Charlie's rolling.
Bravo, ground. What's our objective on the way up here? Are we clearing Mamita, or are we going all the way up to the resource field?
Say again, Bravo.
What is our plan going forward here? Are we clearing through Mamita, or are we going directly to the resource field?
Be advised, our primary objective is the resource field.
Confirm. What about the fuel pump at Nana Ashburn?
I cannot see the reach of that camp, so we're going to bypass it for now. So we'll take it later.
Confirm. I am certain that Mamita is eventually pumped up until
Solid copy. We will move up to the south, to the edge of the town, reference blue line, and we'll dismount and move slowly through. If everything is okay, we'll continue on to the resource field.
Don't ask. There you go. You do not want to see what I just witnessed at base.
Should we attack the tanks? Alright, I'm gonna send, hopefully you guys can hear me. So Air is having difficulties getting your triple RVIC, so you're waiting on them.
JTAC, this is high. I'm going to give the tanks their Vic to do their R&R because what I just witnessed at base is going to piss off Tempestal.
Please tell me they blew up some
Please, no.
He had his ropes way too short. He parked the Vic right next to the Mi-26, tried to take off, wheel got stuck in the Vic, and he just rammed into the Vic and died.
Hooray! I want to see a clip of this at the end of the op. You can't hear it, but Tempestal is like flipping your shit in local chat.
No, we're not engineers, that's why. Let me try again. Let's see. No.
I thought it was off the
Liru, are you sure we're engineers? Because I can't repair at all.
I'll try again. It might have been a mission file glitch.
I know it's frustrating. Trying to get it done.
Oh, now I can repair.
If possible.
Yep, so mission file glitched out and took away your NG perms, so sorry about that.
Alpha, be advised, I have nothing against it, but Bravo made a sensible conclusion that it might be garrisoned, so do not bomb rush through the town.
This is Bravo. We're going to blue line. We're going to dismount. Bravo will stick on the left side of the road to clear. Appreciate if you would stick to right.
Ground, this is high. Just teleported one of your guys up because he wanted to TP up because he crashed, so don't run him over. Thank you.
Solid copy.
Oh, the Huey's also gonna need a repair. That's based.
Bill, we're leaving. Let's go. Pizza.
Yep, they always lose their stuff to stupid stuff.
Oh, kick.
Bravo to ground. Apparently we're just driving through this, so...
They're gonna make a hit on blue for.
Bravo to ground. Do you have any new ideas on what we're going to do? Because apparently we're just zoomed.
Yeah, there's nothing in the town. We can just go through.
Yeah, they go way up north.
T-34 to ground, reinserting into the AO. Be repaired.
I still can't believe they did that, and I watched the entire thing. Any DCs. Oh my god. so this base is gonna start mobilizing stuff. I'm gonna have to bring in air QRF.
Bravo to ground. This is a very open field. We are going to try to get as close as possible. If not, take cover.
Firm, do you see any better places to dismount or?
Negative. This is a very open area.
Solid. We need to move in there one way or another.
AT capable hostiles. AT capable hostiles.
Solid copy. Of course, is he okay? Solid copy. I see hostiles in the hills to the northwest and some to the far east. Try to hack the oil equipment.
Copy.
Send it.
All physical contacts in resource field clear.
Solid copy. QRF.
Alright, so I did say this place was going to be attacked, so we're gonna start that up.
QRF from the west of the hill.
Blue smoke friendlies.
Eyes on Charlie.
Friendly.
These guys are gonna call out on that.
Charlie, there's a tank straight to the north-northwest of you.
Now we have that puppy coming in.
On the way!
All forces.
On the way! Roger that!
Bravo.
On the way! Solid copy.
Alpha. Be advised, enemy kilo, northeast.
On the way.
Gonna have her pull back so she can try to survive that area. Have a Fajat out trying to hit it.
Here seems to be going down south.
She has a fuel leak, so she's trying to land. Interestingly enough.
This is T-34. What's the ground forces grid have?
T-34 on your left here. There's going to be a hovering Huey off the rim. Just a heads up. I got air coming and try and knock it out.
Copy that. That's not what I asked.
I mean, if you don't obliterate it, we can capture it.
T-34, stand by for a grid ref. T-34, we are currently at 019146, marker resource field. How copy?
Copy that, over.
Ground.
There it is.
PRG on US is M181, Mudcam Woodland. In F-16s, M40s, Cold War.
That's a hit.
The 90s here.
Second missile out as well.
Alpha Charlie, thanks. Do you copy? Also, squads,
Oh, our fuel stopped.
Alive? I'm just asking for mobility purposes, nothing else.
Yes.
Alright, let's get a ground convoy going. Alright, that bad boy.
Seems the immediate response has died down, so get ready to move out.
Tankers on the way back.
Not gonna deal with MRAPs just yet.
Copy.
Ground to all friendly forces, be advised, from the resource field onward to the east, and put it up the
I'll call you guys in 1 second.
for the next phase for attack. We're going to be hitting the castle, so prepare for heavy resistance. Also, JTEC has noted the presence of enemy AA, so be careful with that shit.
Ground, this is high. Be advised there are 2 times reinserts back at base. Over.
Solid copy. They'll have to be on the wait for a little while.
He says you'll be waiting for a little while.
Out of the ground.
Send it.
Due to the overtime thing, the Newcastle is gonna rush through the town that you just got to.
Alpha, just because one town hasn't been garrisoned does not mean the other one. Please take precautions.
Copy, we just don't wanna disrupt inside the castle.
Yes, solid copy.
Some of them took their helmets. That's interesting. How much longer will this op be going on? Another hour? Let's see, 2 to 3. 2 hours. Under 2 hours.
T-55 is on its way back up now. We're about halfway there.
He didn't like that LZ, so he's gonna go pick a different one.
Oh, that's mounted up.
Is that town clear now, I guess?
Negative.
The first town?
The first town that fought, yes. The second town, no.
On the way.
We never officially cleared shit at the second town.
Understood.
There, are you driving now?
Greg, what are you talking about? As far as I know, we've only assaulted 1 town.
Roger.
Drive.
On the way. Roger that. On the way.
Snapper, we are currently at the resource field to the north of the town where you were fighting.
Copy. Moved really fast.
Yep.
Alright, he pulled back. He's for repairs. Making a mental note of that to tab out. Stand by.
Bravo, push the please, would you?
Negative.
Advised. Charlie, out of the start to go on you. Go, Bravo.
How many can fit in you? 6. Alright, so I need to make a 6-man team. Because that's the same with the Bradley. Yeah, so I can just have him go there.
Send it.
Moving us around.
Solid copy. All forces,
There's
move,
Gav.
Try moving together. Go to the Bravo dismounted group stage from there.
You know, that's actually a pilot body.
Additionally, we have spotted the heavy...
Gav, if you're still there, there's actually no pilot slots left, so you wouldn't be able to fly. Because the other pilot slot died.
MGs and whatnot, and a Black Hawk just recently left from the castle. So try to expedite, but do not break your neck to
The
get
small
there.
guy's overweight. Of course he is. That or they're out of stamina.
Charlie's almost now I will hop there, and then we'll wait for a rest of the group. We've got Alpha Rock on the rest.
Say
so we're
again,
not
sorry?
alone.
Oh, this should be good.
Infantry.
On the way. Understood. On the way!
Good thing we're driving around in enemy vehicles.
Grab the infantry. If you can get to the Bravo dismount point and secure it, we can move in with our mortar in there and provide the fire support if you want.
Let's see where those splashes land. Chopper's almost back. Something these guys haven't run into yet are those PTRSs. That Vic is now getting smacked.
Where are you guys?
C-54 is about 500 meters to the resource field from south.
That guy does not want to turn out and use that piece of AT.
Immediately towards east, proceed to the Bravo dismount point of the commercial standpoint.
Alright, if the AI is not going to use that striker properly, I need to make sure I don't use it anymore.
We're following your approach because you don't want to get AT'd.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. We did not encounter any resistance so far until this point.
Copy that. Will go.
Recommend all squad what's moving on.
Nice. Copy that.
Alright, so there's a lot of forces in this place. They're gonna basically come back. I need to now delete the bodies up here. Green 4 for the most part's losing that fob.
On the way.
And this group of infantry is sitting right there. You have Skelly, who is surrendered back there because he's AFK.
Copy.
Have that thing go there, deploy its infantry.
East of eastern field.
And 64. Gavalor, the pilot died, and when pilots and crewmen die, the slot is technically lost. So there may be a slot open, but Technically, it's closed because he died by the Mi-26.
On the way. Understood.
Sorry, I'm busy,
Will go. Copy.
microing the AI in this fight. Is that Blackhawk coming back? Yes, she is. All right.
Route to Bravo. You still alive? Charlie.
GM Bicycles is global mobilization. You have to have that loaded for TSB main.
All forces be advised. Commandant, the two medics are moving in. If there is a mass gas, let me know.
Advised on the northeastern side or on the western side.
Roger that.
There's I don't know which book.
Yeah, I'm trying to respawn this squad so they'll move quicker. That's an AI. That Bradley's just below Defilade.
Copy that. On the way.
That's the first squad that was dropped in.
Ground to all forces. Do you have any casualties that I need to applaud the two medics for?
Ground, this is reinsert.
Send it.
Do I wait? I'm still in the chopper 50, by the way. But do I need to wait more for more reinserts?
Not at this time. Not that I see.
Okay, I got 4 in the truck right now, so I'm bringing them in. You copy that?
Are you kidding me?
Crew, that's the town you're headed into.
That's annoying.
Not clear.
Look behind us, to the west of the town.
That didn't really last that long, now did it? That's a crewman from some slot.
Hey, firm. Solid copy, solid copy. That was kind of scary. Solid copy.
Roger.
We have 2 friendly tanks coming from the west. T-55, T-34, and then the UAV.
Yeah, I got sticks on these guys in the SMA, but...
Currently at the west of the town, but currently dismounted. We're feeling...
What dismounted it? I don't see any visible damage. File that under mysteries I'd like to freaking solve.
On the way. Copy that.
Roger, Charlie.
Copy that. On the way.
you not smart enough to drive?
Bravo. I need you to push across the road close contacts.
T-34, what the hell was that?
Probably another Carl Gustav.
Ah, T-34 just exploded.
Alpha 2 ground. Now is clear.
Does anyone have any idea what is going on with Charlie?
Probably this guy. Darn's getting shot up. He's on his own. He's gonna try to vault the wall to get away. These guys are running over. That squad has been dealt with for the most part.
Eyes on Alpha.
Alright, I'm gonna change up doctrine just a little bit.
Ground, you just lost the T-34 because no one secured anything south of your little fucking dismount. The man was sitting next to your Urals.
I'm aware of that.
Yeah.
I'll have to make those kits lighter. Gavlor, it's because that's the rule. Yes, it can still be selected in the menu, but he died, so the slot's lost. It's more of an honor system thing, but if you take the slot, it'll just kick you from the server.
Bravo, T-34, are you enemies still alive? We have medics if necessary.
Because they have to train people to take those slots.
So copy Bravo. If the sector is clear, move up to the town.
Op 4 is basically trying to surround and take these areas, but they've done a really weird way. It's less, you know, point to point, more maneuvering around. And this paladin is,
On the way.
Yeah, he confirmed they did. They're getting into the Bradley.
taking a weird way.
I don't know.
I just asked them to fly something.
No, I don't.
Off the ground. Could you bring up our Vic? Should be somewhere on the right side.
Roger.
Of the road.
Solid copy.
We'll go.
If air tries to come up here, though, that castle's still occupied. They're gonna probably repair this Bradley and move it up, so... Interesting capture right there. That's gonna give them a pretty hefty discount on BMP2s. That Vic is pulling back. Those are still maneuvering around. Chopper's gonna come back with a third squad. And these guys are pretty much gonna stay there the rest of the mission, garrison that. The issue is with this backline cut off, I actually can't move the fuel Vics out of this town to capture those for Blue 4, so... Not too many points are going to be lost based off of that for Blue 4's income, but it's still important to know. And now they have a Bradley. Alright, so we'll see what they do with this, if they even find the notes on the black box, but... could send up some Cobras.
The resource field, like, half a mile behind us. Yeah, they're coming up in a truck.
Oh, there's supposed to be a large base up here. I just haven't made it yet.
On the way.
Those are left over from that base. But that's the only thing I can think of.
Kill yourself, Dutch Eagle.
To send.
I don't know. I just felt like a cat dancing to kill themselves.
That's rude. Third copy Alpha handler.
Hey, Liru.
Hey.
Well, can I get a TP to Bravo?
Were you a late joiner or did you disconnect?
My internet disconnected itself.
Stand by. But you're in a separate squad.
Yeah, I know, but I'm joining.
Alright. Ground, this is high. We got one late joiner at the fob. If you want to ferry him up at your earliest convenience, over.
Thank you for the information. We're currently full. We'll take care of them.
Yeah, so he got away. There's not tracking that.
Send again, Bravo.
Bravo 15 is done. We're gonna go on foot from here.
Bradley, try to join the infantry and provide fire support for them as needed.
Alright, at this point, we might as heck put up a big boy. No AGMs, just rocket pods. Cool.
Ground, we got another Blackhawk landing behind the hill to our south-southeast. There's probably at least 2 squads that have been offloaded at this point.
Copy that.
Solid copy. Not much we can do a task there. What the air can do about it, but it has a heavy AA umbrella there, so we need to clear pathway.
You gonna do something about that?
Understood. Understood.
Damn foreheads.
On the way. Roger that.
Alright, so based off of what's going on, I can actually just go delete all those because there's not going to be any more green 4 guys because this is it back there.
On the way. On the way.
None of those guys sweep around. They're still bringing Skelly up because he's AFK. But this leaves this guy
Ground to Charlie.
to be very angry. Let's see, it takes about 15 minutes for convoy to come in, so it's 128, so...
Charlie, where are
What?
We're in the town near the
Get that bitch a cannon. Bitches love cannons.
Great, I'm kind of busy, if you don't mind.
Be advised, I got reports of an enemy squad to the west of the town. A firm, I want you to...
Yeah, no, that scared me too. Literally, I checked my left immediately, I'm like, what the hell? But I really don't want to have sound bites played right now. Last thing I need is to get a random copyright strike and say goodbye to the channel. Alright, so they're moving up. I've got infantry coming around right here. should be good.
Do you have any location for the enemy front like down? And the Bravo, checkpoint west. Enemy infantry, unknown number.
On the way.
I was gonna say it drives because it's not smart enough to do that.
Squad that element running south to north.
Wait a minute.
Hey, firm, stop that.
Yeah, we just killed it. It's gone.
Wow.
That's one kill. That's one cover down.
Good shit.
I just deleted that guy from the face of existence, and Nightmare is now very confused. Yeah, it would be smart to dead that Blackhawk.
Soft copy. Alpha, Bravo, make sure the road is clear for the...
I can say these guys,
support you up there.
took his AT and blew it up. Just to death that. Yeah, because you're right, denying enemy that technology, that is something these guys would do.
JTAP, the squad mortars are available. If you want me to shell the castle before we move in, let me know. Inside?
No, it won't.
Hey, firm, I'm hearing AT down here at the base of the hill, so. Taking pot shots at our vehicles again.
Hello, this is Charlie SO. Been off the net, so can quick.
Oh, he's dead.
Providing security to the town. We're currently in Alpha and Bravo are currently pushing up.
I think Arcalis just got jumped, yep.
Okay, so Charlie providing security on Nala. Right. Sweet ridge line, or are we just driving up and we're not getting the support?
It's gonna be a 60-second.
The last part of that.
Yeah, can we get squad these hills around the road, or are we just gonna drive up? Yeah, sure.
Bravo, are you already inside the castle?
Negative, Bravo is moving. Strong towards the castle, following blue line. My blue line.
Solid copy. Can you push a bit to the east and secure the approach for the vehicle?
We have another element in front of us. What do we do?
What is it of good to the east then?
That's just it. There are elements with the PSU tower to our east.
Yeah, you're on your own on top of the hill. You're collecting fuck whatever's going on with your command, so we're just gonna head back into town and hold the road.
Alpha is about 75 meters out from the castle, currently squatted down.
This is Bravo to all call signs. We are set on the draw at my marker, and we are holding here until someone tells us where the fuck everyone else is.
Alright, those guys have routed.
Alpha, accurate marker.
Hold up.
Also, infantry forces do not push the castle. We can shell it if need be to soften up.
I love how the IFV doesn't use its main cannon. Those two tanks are going to be coming around very soon.
Alpha. There you go. Alpha.
I'm sorry, I'm getting shot at.
A firm, Alpha, you will be breaking off from the assault on the castle and moving east towards the road. Make sure the road is clear so the vehicle can move up.
Miss.
Currently, as the hour is down, we'll probably have to find him before we can do that.
Hit. I already seen a single shot dismount this thing,
Charlie,
so.
what's your status?
Full security on the east side of the town.
Solid. Solid copy. You are to move up the road towards the castle and secure it for the vehicle.
Right, we'll comply.
That, his AT is basically hitboxing for him.
Bravo ground, taking initiative. We're assaulting the compound.
Solid copy. Bravo, proceed.
Those 2 tanks are still coming up. Seymour's gonna do his best right there.
Armour, Charlie here. We'll let you know when we're on the road, and then we'll start moving and let you know.
Hello, we're missing about half of our people.
Define missing. Dead or?
Probably both.
I think they think it's a friendly tank, the friendly Bradley they have.
People you have, and move to the castle with Bravo.
Bravo ground, reaching interior.
Yeah, copy.
Charlie, Armour. Go. We're starting to screen the road now. I'm going to start moving up with us.
Okay, hope doesn't transcend this road behind us.
Likewise.
Jesus, how many shots did you just take?
That would be very helpful.
Bradley is not firing on anything in 10 minutes.
Is that Bradley in the fucking ditch enemy then?
Do you copy that? Our Bradley has not fired in a while.
They copied it and acknowledged another fire from enemy Bradley at this castle.
Charlie Armour.
We're on the way.
Charlie Armour, be advised.
That's why taking enemy
I'm
VIX is sometimes a very
currently
bad
instructing
idea.
my mortar to watch the road coming up. If you run
Bravo
into anything,
interior.
if you run into anything there, we're gonna shell it if you have troubles. Okay?
Righto.
Ground command to Bravo.
Go for Bravo.
Bravo. I need you to our entire compound once you're inside and secure for intel. Limit the use of heavy explosives inside. Same goes to you, Alpha, if you join them.
This is Fabit of Alpha. There's an enemy Bradley in the ditch.
Copy, what ditch?
Good question. It just pushed into the castle. Alpha is combat ineffective. We've got 2 people up, and we are to the northeast of the castle.
Alright, there would be 1 more squad on reserve in there. Let's send it up.
Charlie, are you advancing up the road?
Almost at the top now with armor.
So what's going to happen after this week is Blue 4, they're likely to lose this one, but they're likely to win those 2. They're going to send everything to hit this
I
area.
need a medic on our pause immediately.
Solid copy.
Just fixing that tank. Got this tow launcher right there. So for the most part, they've won the massive part of this firefight. I just have a few guys on defensive left and the AA still up.
Bravo, ground, copy.
Send it.
I need that medic.
I've sent my medic from the town upwards.
Just adjusting these tanks so they rebalance properly.
Break, do we have any aircraft up right now?
We have a MiG-29 that's trying to do cap, but it doesn't exactly have a radar.
Okay, sounds good. I just saw him. I want to make sure.
And if I hear a hostile tank
at the
somewhere,
gate entrance.
All forces be advised, there's an enemy tank inside the town.
The rightmost gate entrance.
What town?
the town Bravo Vic Pause where ground command set up. There's an M60 right.
See if that tow does its job. It's on defend only. No, 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 no. Engage at will. Come on.
How far is your medic?
Unknown. I've sent him 2 minutes ago.
Charlie's digging at T-junction, waiting for her orders.
So copy. Join. Send a medic inside the.
You're killing me, man.
Bravo.
It's right there. It's right there. Shoot it.
Good, Bogan?
Shoot it.
Send it. Unknown at the moment. All assets are occupied.
Charlie.
Useless. Useless piece of shit.
Are both Bradleys inside the Castle of Dead?
Yeah, the AI is not really smart today. Let's go with that. Ground, this is how you got a lot of reinserts back at base, over.
I know. Not much I can do second.
Medic has entered castle from the eastern side, sweeping.
We need you northwest end. Rest of the trenches.
Hey, you called for a medic?
Send message for high.
Side of castle.
You didn't ask for one at the fob, so can't help you. Gotta think ahead, guys. I've been telling you this for weeks. They don't think ahead.
Ground minor thing at the moment. There's a man pad on one of the towers, the shortest one on the north side.
So copy. Is it
Yeah,
have you taken care of it?
We ain't got a feed on it. Can just see the tube.
So copy. See if you can neutralize it if it's.
See, they don't know to look for this thing because the building that had the intel that talked about this was destroyed. The Blue 4, regardless of if they take it or not, they're not gonna know. But got shot to shit up there. I got some units up here. Bad Wolf gets knocked off from the... Oh, damn. Because you gotta remember, a bullet impact will, like, frickin' knock you off your feet.
Coming up the slope from the northwest. I say again, coming up from the slope from the
That
northwest.
QRF should have, I can spawn it at any time at this point.
Enemy tank.
We got dudes up here waiting for that enemy tank. 45's gonna be right on top of her. And you exposed your engine.
Ground command to all infantry squad. Are you okay?
A few of my guys playing kissy
That knocked out the command. That's oh my god, that's funny.
Solid copy.
Bradley came up. They're now RPGing the Bradley. That knocked one of the crewmen out.
I'm hearing cook-off. What is going on?
Yeah, we killed it, but yeah.
They're taking javelins out of the Bradleys, that's why. So the copy paste, the inventory got screwed up.
Solid copy. Any and all infantry forces on the interior of the castle, can you scour for any intel or anything?
This is Bravo, we are interior, still taking contact. We'll scour for things after we dealt with contact.
Solid copy. Where's the contact coming from? Inside?
Southeast end.
Solid copy.
Ground, this is Armor. Can you get your people under control? One of your guys just almost killed the friendly Bradley.
Who was it?
No idea, but missile came from our position into our Bradley.
Solid copy. Be advised, I am currently at the GC position next to a mortar pit down there.
Well,
Yeah, he's probably going to be calling for artillery, but command doesn't want to risk it. So instead, what we're going to get is something very, very dumb. But the commanders think it's a great idea.
Wait, is no one alive in the fucking castle of Alpha?
Alpha to ground.
Send it.
Alpha 90% dead, being reinserted as we speak.
Solid copy. Alpha, if you're at the castle,
they found that
leave
guy.
the castle and move towards the GC position. Times now.
Also picking up info as we speak.
Solid copy.
Wait for it.
JTAC to ground.
Send it, JTAC.
We're reinserting. It's going to be a couple of minutes because we have to take a safe route.
Solid copy, JTAC.
I also forgot to grab the short range radio, so contact Bandit if you need me.
So ground, this is Tank. Nothing's really important. Apparently it was somebody from Bravo. Just have to remind them that we have a friendly Bradley and a P-55, please.
Beep. God damn it.
Beep. 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 Beep.
Well, yes.
Yeah, the device just exploded. Which is nice. Yeah, it's gone.
Solid copy. You've still picked up intel.
Yes.
Good enough. Have another look-see around, and then whoever can.
That's going to give them access to their
back to the
MI-48s down the tech
you
tree.
staged from.
Because they have no idea what to do this with this information yet, so it's going to be reverse engineered for an MI-24 platform.
If everything is clear inside the castle and you found all the intel you could find.
If that crazy death charge or whatever doesn't blow too much up. Okay, never mind.
Alright, we're almost inserted. We're passing the resource field now.
Ground, what's the next play? Are we going to move down into this town?
A firm will be moving into the town, scouring all the fuel stations and taking all the FOBs inside the town.
Copy. There's a sweet artillery position overlooking the town.
Is there?
Yeah, on the southwest side.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna have
Yeah,
of the fort.
Three guns.
Alright, if that's solved, can I get a repair rig for Bradley? Because that broke our optics, you motherfuckers. And I can't see shit as a gunner.
Helicopter?
Hey, there's a hostile Chinook dropping troops to your guy to the east of the castle.
Bravo to ground, are you sure you want us to leave the castle at this point?
Yes, because we've taken all we could from the castle. Also, paratroopers, we need to handle that first.
Bravo, negative, we are already out at the castle.
Ground, be advised, there's 3 times artillery southwest outside the castle. Do we leave it here for the enemy to recapture it, or what do we do?
Absolutely fucking not.
Well, do you want to destroy it right now?
Yes, if you have the ability to destroy it right now, do it.
Will do.
Break, that Chinook just dropped a shitload of paratroopers northwest of the fort.
Charlie's on your pause armor, we're assisting.
Alright, I'll do one more nasty bugger.
On the way.
And some of these Vics are starting to
Bravo,
figure out that
are
they
you
need to
able
get out
to
of here.
move the northwest and
One of them
check
killed
for those
himself.
paratroopers
Ah,
to make
wow.
sure they're all dead.
Such AI, much wow.
Ground, this is reinserts. We're headed to the castle or ground pause, whichever one you want.
Ground pause, ground pause.
Let's see, the Fajat they have with them over there.
Did you copy my last?
I copy it. I have all the reinserts going there. There's 9 of us.
Okay.
And my Chinook was shot down.
I've got the chopper headed back already.
Ground, be advised, all 3 artillery pieces disabled.
Thank you, good job.
Hey, what happened to those tanks that were rolled up onto our pause?
One was destroyed, the second one went off somewhere. I think it was also
They're
destroyed
both dead.
afterwards.
Okay, that's weird, but sure, we'll go with it.
On the way. We'll go.
That's where they want to deploy the infantry. That's, I guess, where we'll deploy the infantry.
Roger that.
Hey, this is vehicle crew. Where did the main force go?
All forces are to regroup at the GC position on the map.
Which means you didn't follow the road now, did you?
Did Mirwell, that was actually his voice, so yeah, I think he did get brought back.
So I just saw a fuel truck haul ass right past us. Is that one of you guys? Hello?
Was it Charlie?
Stand by.
Next to armor.
We're probably...
Target acquired. Understood.
I get any sort of sit rep now that most of us are back?
Hold on. Someone reported the enemy striker inside the town, somewhere to the east.
On the way.
Yeah, apparently
Break,
strikers
hey, remember that road that we didn't cover? There's a whole fucking striker squad down the road right from us.
Yeah, that's what I was just reporting.
We also have a main battle tank.
Yeah, so they kicked the Hornet's nest, so now these guys are pretty mad.
Cobra overhead, Cobra overhead.
So yeah, these guys are gonna search that position, see the black box is down. These guys are getting massacred.
All forces, if we're to look at it like the same time we hit the special objective, we need to pull out. Everyone go back to your base, pull back to the center of the town.
Charlie, they had a squad on top of us and sent us into a fucking death alley, Ken Pencil. We are literally surrounded.
Bradley, pull back, doing its best to cut these guys off.
Off at the ground.
Send it.
Alpha is mostly researched, but he wants us.
Say again?
Alpha is mostly researched in the town, but he wants us.
Solid copy. Alpha, hold here until everyone gets back.
Those things took a right and went uphill.
Back, then we'll move to the
I think my, yep, that got shot down again.
Alpha holding on GC position, copy.
Now is Karn in this group of people?
Make sure you're next to your base.
No, he's not.
Bravo, Charlie. Sit rep.
Returning to Vic.
Charlie?
Tank called out that Charlie is all down.
Okay.
Yeah, did you not hear me? You sent us into a death alley down this road. We have a striker platoon and lots of infantry all over the hills. We're fucked. T-55's down. I'm missing. My gunner's dead. We still have Bradley.
Alpha Bravo, move towards the mountain road and try to retrieve whoever is still alive there. Now.
Marker position, we should most of things.
Alpha, there is one road coming up from the castle. Move into that
striker.
road.
Yep.
Alpha copies.
We can.
Forces got pulled on the road right here, and pretty much the slaughter happened.
Bravo ground, we are bum rushing up there in a
IFE
truck.
pulled back, it's no longer covering the tank.
Solid. Retrieve whoever you can. Load the
That squad
on
is pretty much
and,
dead.
Just get out of there to the GC pods.
Alright, Bradley's still alive. T-55 is most likely dead.
Oh, I know, Az. It's a mess today.
We might be able to extract the T-55.
What do you believe? It's towing?
Striker's gonna turn its gun around.
Alpha's currently moving on the
We're not gonna hold for long.
Hopefully they'll be able to fix the crew slots up ASAP. Charlie is all dead. Ooh, man. Tough op to say the least. These guys, after checking that position, are now going to know that the black box was destroyed. Intel unknown if it was recovered. I need to flip a coin. Heads, tails. Heads. Okay, they think the info was lost, so they're going to pull back.
Try to find and save the Vicro if possible so we don't have to repurchase their bullshit.
So I'm gonna say these guys repelled off the sides.
Do we have a friendly?
Because the player base would do that in their
on the
position.
Next to cooking off, yeah, you do.
So command's gonna be very, very angry. That's also gonna increase the aggro from Blue 4. It's gonna be up to like 50 at this
You're
rate.
friendly Bradley coming from your south. Please don't team kill us again.
Alright, fuel trucks are brought back. Delete some of the wrecked aircraft and everything. That position's gonna remain cleared. Blue 4... There's not going to be an attack on that resource depot after this, I can know that much. Blue 4 is probably going to focus on being more defensive and analyze the tactics. Billman died, so that's a lost crew slot. We're down to 1 pilot, 3 crew for this.
Yep, we're trying to fuck some of dead friendlies.
Oh, that's nice.
Alright, Vicar is dead then. What our next objective? We only have 2 vehicle crews left. We have 255 to bring home. So, what is next objective?
Is the T-55 crew dead in the tank?
They might be pretty sure they're dead.
Stop walking over each other. Fucking sake.
Alpha's currently mounting up and moving back to the town.
Solid copy. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Bradley, all mount up and move to the
I might put up a
regroup
poll
point marker
and ask if
in
people
the
want to
town
continue this
interior.
campaign. Because
Now.
it's gone 9 ops.
Do you want Alpha
Most
to
of Green
control the
4
town?
is down. Blue 4, after losing that, might be susceptible to a peace treaty, and we continue this at a later date. But I think after this stop, I'll give it a few days. I
Wait,
won't
is the
make it
tank
immediate,
mobile, or-
but from what just happened,
Tank is mobile.
Copy that. We're not showing it.
I mean, as I expected, when they meet Blue 4, they're going to get their butts kicked, because
Pretty
Blue
much
4
lost,
is also a
vehicles
powerhouse.
fight. We only have the drivers now.
And, you know, Red 4 is taking all of this to the south. Blue 4 is taking pretty much all of this to the north in the same amount of time.
Ignore the regroup point, move to the resource field we took earlier, and we're calling it from there.
Interesting. So they got the tank repaired. They're moving that back.
Bradley T-55, move out.
Made a good dent.
Remember everyone to the
Bravo.
resource field.
Bravo's returning to the resource field. I'm getting off 50 before I have a fucking brain hemorrhage.
Ground, this is I. Do you copy?
Copy.
Is a player named Karn still alive?
She very much
That's an A
is,
for him.
thank
He's
you.
driving.
Cool, thank you. Just need to know. So yeah, that's going to unlock something in the, again, the MI-48s. They're not going to be able to purchase them right away, but it unlocks the ability to do so. But I wrote down everything as we were going, so... Ground, this is High. Do you copy?
I copy.
You have pulled out of the area, and I heard you want to index. I can index right now if you so choose.
Hey, firm. Just quick question. All these trucks and everything in the objectives, they're counted in, or do we?
Yeah, I'm counting everything you're bringing back to the R&R point right now. Or the regroup point, excuse me. So I'll do a quick touch of that. That thing, the Bradley, the Zill trucks are all still okay. Huey's still good. And they're also going to bring that command Vic. I'll have to look up what that does. I think that increases BTR tech, but I wrote it down in my notes.
This is T-55 to ground. We're also taking captured vehicle, towing it with me.
I saw it, Mirwell. I'm counting it. Whew. Beep beep. Gonna cut my music. We're gonna have another op in like an hour actually, so I might take a break in between. All right, so just to go over things campaign-wise. You guys finally met Blue 4. Blue 4 is a pain in the butt.
Stop hot
See you,
mic.
Comic,
Hot mic.
Whoops, accidentally moved Barracuda, trying to move him. 1 second. Okay, move back. Sorry about that, Barracuda. So these guys, literally, as you have taken the entire southern half, they've taken the entire, like, northern half. So, what remains of Green 4 is in between you two, but for this one, I tried to make it look like that Green 4 had consolidated everything they still had in those few bases it had. While you were taking the southern Green 4 base, the Blue 4 guys are taking the northern one in the town, and they managed to take that one. But you then pulled around, took their resource depot. They didn't really care much about that because they were working on trying to get what was at the crash site. And Karn is still alive, so you guys will have it. That's going to be the upgrade for the final tier of your attack not planes, attack helicopters. So that's a little down the road, but that upgrade will be available now. I believe it's the Mi-48 Kajman, but I could be wrong. Other things you brought back a Bradley. That's going to help you get BMP2s and BMD2s. I don't know the exact numbers on the top of my head, but it discounts those heavily because that's technically their Tier 2 IFV. You also brought back a Command Vic. I'll have to look up what that does, but I'm pretty sure it discounts your BTRs. I think it discounts all of them because that's a Command Vic itself. But again, I'll post the notes in the comments section of the current doc when we get there. But overall, yeah, that was meant to be a very hard fight. It didn't help that people were mis-PIDing enemy Bradleys for the friendly Bradley and friendly Bradley for enemy Bradley, and it was definitely a test of communication and PID, and it was a little shaky tonight. Otherwise, the Mi-26 blew up because Corporal Hardcore put the ropes really, really short and then drove the Vic up right next to the Mi-26 to the point like the wheels were like clipping in it. I don't know why he did that, but then he tried to take off and naturally it goofed. And as I've said the past few weeks, make sure you're thinking ahead. So if you want to have logistics at the FOB, let me know. I'll bring the logistics Vic up. But I know we did lose a logistics Vic because the Mi-26 oofed it. And, you know, if you want more transport, make sure you bring that to the FOB. But you have to tell me because I'm trying to get you guys to think about that because it's something that's definitely lacking in this community as a whole. But anyway, Tempestal, take it away. Ground command.
Everything was fine until it wasn't. Like, everything was going okay, and then we got to that last town, and it kind of everything all slowed down, and a lot of weird stuff happened. And I'm going to go and say that I did not have an easy time commanding today, specifically because of Alpha. Most of the time, Alpha, you were moving ahead, and I was trying to catch up other elements up to you and trying to patch together a cohesive force. Because you went so far ahead and your reports were so incredibly lacking, and I had no idea what you were doing and where you were doing, and like it was a real fucking struggle to patch everything through because I couldn't coordinate the squad and whatever happened. And then when finally the castle was taken, Intel taken, and everything, then the next thing that happens, I say for everyone to pull back. The tanks get exposed. The striker spawns out of somewhere, and tank crew gets fucked. Charlie gets fucked, and I cannot do anything at that point. To add insult to injury in the whole situation, when I try to, even in that situation, to patch something through, I get people talking over each other. We've talked about this before. We talked about this in a fucking meeting a few days ago, and now we have to talk about this again. Get the fuck away with your fucking egos and thinking that you have to talk if someone else is talking on the radio. This shit isn't getting funny anymore. This shit is honestly exhausting. There was absolutely zero fun in listening people running over each other instead of waiting for someone to finish their fucking message. And in all that shit, I'm supposed to pick out what the hell is going on and who is getting engaged and what is passing or not. Radio discipline, like, honestly, I couldn't do shit. I couldn't do shit because the information that I was getting was so bad in that situation. And the op was going relatively well up until that point. That's all I have to say. I'm not even going to comment on the MI26 and that stuff.
And I'm gonna go for Alpha. In my opinion, we never pushed up, like, in front of anyone. We mostly followed either Charlie or Bravo. First objective, we were behind Bravo, we were pushed in the town, and so we started pushing into the objective. The second objective, Bravo pushed into or Charlie pushed into the hill, so we secured the resource dump. And then the last objective, we made sure that the city is clear, so the other people could get inside the city. And once I made the call to move up to the fucking castle, I asked you twice to confirm, and both times you confirmed that I am good to now move into the castle. And because we got sandwiched between two Bradleys, because one of the Bradleys just drove into a valley, like, right between us and just fucked all of Alpha. And then they were 2 men effective. I can, as a squad leader, can do things, and my 2SC is also down. 3, whoever's, there's 2 people live, 2 randoms. I can't make calls anymore at that point, and I never pushed on in front of anyone. One time we pushed in front of people was in a town where I said it makes more sense to just drive through and try to clear it. And yeah.
Yeah, Temp, moving up to the castle, Ark asked you and you gave us the go-ahead. We pretty much got fucked by 2 Bradleys. One of the Bradleys actually moved into the valley between us and friendly forces, and it was facing the castle, so we actually thought it was friendly. That kind of fucked us, and I was the only survivor at that point. I got dragged to the castle, got medicked up, picked up the intel, destroyed the 3 artillery pieces, and then fucked off back, where I got the rest of Alpha back.
Also, the only thing is, like, we asked for reinsert or how it's done. You said ain't gonna happen for the next 10 minutes. So I secure a vehicle so we can get reinserted. And before I, like, really move away, we're already here chopper moving back to base. So I don't know. Communication was just bad. I tried to convey as much information as Alpha is gonna do, what Alpha is going to be doing, and what our status is. Like, what we were done, how we were doing it. Yeah.
Bravo.
Bravo did stuff. Bravo got shot. Bravo shot back. Bravo moved where we were needed to. Everyone in Bravo, for the most part, did a really good job. Just team leads, please make sure that if I give you instruction, you actually attempt to do it rather than just go off somewhere random. Yeah, communication shit like normal. Charlie.
Honestly, oops, sorry. Honestly, I was so confused, so baffled, so I don't know. We set off, we have these 3 squads, we have Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, we got 2 vehicles, we got pilots, we got this, we should be fine. And we get going, everything goes normal, we set up normal. I suppose the first inkling that something was going wrong is not after. It's not when we did the recon. It was after saying you didn't get any eyes. You were then given the go ahead to push up. I personally, I didn't think that was the right call from the ground at the time, because obviously you were closer to the AO, so you would have taken contact first. You would have borne the brunt of it. If anything, if we couldn't get reconnaissance from there, we should have tried doing reconnaissance from elsewhere. Didn't. So we had no idea what was in the fob. We hit contact. I get the call out. There's a tank. There's a Bradley in there, and then I get a call out. It's a Scott. So I'm getting multiple pieces of information, and I don't know what to believe. Don't know what to do. So I'm sticking with what I've got an idea what to do. Rather than having two squads bumblefuck into a fob, we took Charlie into the right of the road into the town. We didn't know what was in there. We were told it was garrisoned. It was markers. People putting markers down. It was garrisoned. So it's kind of like, well, if Armour wants to push up, these buildings got to be clear. So we tried to do that, but then Armour got killed anyway from the rear. Then we finally get and we start getting set up, and I think right there and then there was all the friendly fire going off. People were shooting each other. We kept getting shot by stuff we couldn't see. Stuff we did see. We looked back west from Bravo's assault route and saw infantry coming from there. So friendly is it not? Don't have the time to figure it out. I think Charlie was the only one squad that actually came out of that first contact more or less unscathed, with reinserts being needed from both squads. And then we pushed on to the next objective. We were like, oh, we've got this town here. And then we seemed to focus on this one town. And oh, it might be full of hostiles, it might need this, might need that. And then we were like, oh, we'll just dismount and clear it. And I was like, you want to do recon on this one? You don't want to do recon here. You just want to push in no matter the risk. And it worked fine. There was nothing there. And then again, most of us blew past it. We hit the final. We hit the resource field. Charlie was like, what? We were like, well, it's flat, it's open ground. We'll get dicked upon here. We just need to get up there quick while one team supports. We hit the hill. Got caught in the crossfire. Our fault. Did mark positive smoke, blue smoke. So we did try to. We had an armor piece on top of us, which is the only time when Charlie really, I think we really maybe fucked up to a degree, where we pushed off to try and get into a different assault angle and also get closer to the resource field. But we didn't want to hit it directly, so it's like that. I've got off to confusion, baffleness. We cleared the fob, then we finally got it again. I knew we were heading to the town to dismount and push up. Another reminder, didn't try to do any recon. We were just like, oh, we'll just dismount. But having an argument saying, oh, there might be hostiles there, and thinking, oh, we'll just go in there anyway. It's hypocritical, extremely hypocritical. And we paid for it that time, because then as soon as we get to it, we would take fire from it. So it's now like, oh, well, we're fucked. And then I went AFK, then someone came up. But I could figure out what happened. We went into the town, we fought through the town, we secured the town. And then instead of regrouping, from my opinion, what it looks like happened is that different squads went off at different intervals to assault the castle. And then each squad, because they were not regrouped, because they not rallied together, paid the price. Alpha took a big shit upon, even though they were second up. Alpha took a few hits, as I was aware. Tank crews tried to push up. Alright, well, Alpha took a big hit and suffered. Bravo took a hit. Don't know how much they suffered, since information flow was hectical at that time. Armour crews tried to push up to support, couldn't push up to support because there was no screen, or the infantry that were there to support them were dead. That being Alpha's case, but they were in the jungle, so the Armour had no bees. So, and then we finally figured out, we're told, oh, we're pulling security to the rear. Oh no, now we're screening for vehicles. So we screened for vehicles. We screened for the armour pieces and pushed up with them. Up to that top, we secured the T-junction, as I said, and we sat there and waited. And waited and waited and waited whilst we had gunshots, combat going off. We don't know if the castle's clear. Oh, a medic's needed. Send the medic in. Oh, there's only one person wounded. He's got a bruise on his knee. And then we just sit there and watch the chuckle fuckiness happen, like where people still attempted to clear. The friendly fire on the Bradley is like, was that us? Is that an enemy? We don't know because there's no communication. But it's out of the loop. And then we're sat up there waiting to figure out what happens. Like, we know we're going to this town. We know we're going there. We're checking the gas stations on the way because that was right at the start of the briefing. Right at the start of it. So we know roughly what is happening. We're waiting for like the final orders to go ahead finish our guys rallying shit up and nicking gear. And then it's like, all right, rally at GC pos. Right, GC pos is down here. We'll head down the route we previously pushed up. We know that GC and friendly forces were down there, so we figured that somebody would be looking east. Wasn't the case. We rolled down there, and then we're greeted by a squad or two in front of us at the bottom of the hill with striker support, apparently. Didn't see the strikers, though. But we definitely felt them. And then we get flanked from both sides by paras and paras and other infantry. And it's like, oh, we're fucked. We're in a valley, we're in a gorge, we've got infantry engaging us from the base of the gorge. We can't push off and leave the vehicle crew because our front's blocked. We can't go back because that's going to take too long. We're just going to get lit the fuck up by the strikers. All we can do is just try and screen help, but no, we just died. Personally, it felt like we were out of the loop a lot of the time. It felt like we were like the reserve shooting, and it's like, oh, we'll just call you in. We'll just, yeah. Like, fair enough. We can help out when needed. We can do this. We can do that. But the only real heavy contact we took was the armor piece that came on top of us at the resource field. The 4 infantry guys left under the oil derricks, the resource field that was caused like, oh, oil field, and then maybe the 2 squads we engaged at the first objective, and obviously the end. So we just felt really disconnected from it all, no matter how hard we tried to stay connected and tried to be with it, but there's only so much we can do. But yeah, when it goes to open debrief, team leads might have something to say from my end. I know that people should speak up, but so wait until then. But next,
I think it's Vic Crew next.
I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, we did everything right. We were the T-34 died because whoever parked on the right side of the road didn't bother to secure any of their right flank, so they got a Carl Gustav up their ass, literally sitting next to our Urals. The first engage, the Carl Gustavs fucked us both up, so we had to drive back and waste about 30 minutes. Then we came back. Then we drove back up again. That's another 20-minute drive, and then we killed shit. Always stayed together, and for the most part, we always called in our positioning or what we were doing, and if the plan seemed a little off, like not even bothering to clear the road for the vehicles, because as we saw in the end, it was a fantastic ambush location. It's where I would have done it, which is exactly what Blue 4 did. They fucked us up in that little alley, and I even called it in. I was like, yeah, there's 4 strikers down the road from us, and we're about to die on the radio. And it took a good five minutes for you guys to come, like, help. But by that point, everybody was basically fucked. So, yeah, PID with the enemy Bradley. We crewed a Bradley. Not much we can do in that case, unless you want the guys to run all the way back to the fucking airbase and get a BMP or something. But it's not like we could have had it airlifted in because we don't have anything that can lift that anymore. Yeah, like I said, if you're curious about something, pass up to your squad leader. If you can't find your squad leader, make a choice. But when there's a friendly T-55 right next to a Bradley that's sitting next to you, facing away from you, maybe don't shoot it. It didn't kill it, but maybe they could have caught the sweet ambush before it fucking stuck it in us at the end of the mission. But yeah, like, Charlie, we're sorry, we tried, but we got fucked right there with you. Oh no, you Charlie, I watched Charlie get mauled. Like, you guys literally pulled to the side of the road and just at least 2 strikers just destroyed you, and there was a squad up the hill from you as well,
and the helicopter.
And a helicopter that you guys, yeah, we got mega fucked in that alley, and I literally called it. I was like, are we gonna secure this road? No, all right, we're gonna go down. And then lo and behold, there's a squad and vehicles and things. But the main idea was that we abandoned our security position on the fucking east side of town. We even said something about that on the radio. I think I said something to Skelly. I was like, yeah, so we're not gonna watch the road? And correct me if I'm wrong, Liru, those strikers came right down the road, didn't they?
Yep.
Yeah, we had no security down there, nobody watching, so they literally just fucked us.
That ambush wasn't planned to be there. They were just trying to get someone back in that compound with the helicopter to secure it.
Yeah.
so it
But
just
it
happened.
doesn't matter. They wouldn't have reached it if we had had a security element on the road, most
Yep.
likely.
You would have killed those 2 strikers before they even deployed their infantry, because they deployed just in front of where you originally.
Oh yeah, like I
fortified.
said, that was a perfect, like, even if it wasn't intended, that was a perfect ambush. Like, they're textbook. Like, literally fucking MGs at the bottom of the road tore our infantry up, and then fucking dudes with Carl Gustavs all around us literally just fucked us. I was like, okay, we're dead. We didn't lose the T-55, but might as well have.
Miraculously.
Yeah. But yeah, I had a good time. That was probably the most hairy little firefight I've had in this game in a while.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. But otherwise, yeah. For the like I said, guys, radios are important, yes, but it's also up to you to make your own judgments and listen. Just because somebody doesn't say, "Hey, Mirwell, can you listen to this specific thing on the radio?" Like 50 is always going to be more important than your squad's blabbering. So you need to have 50 up all the time, listening if you're a squad leader and passing information along. Like every time the vehicle crews moved, we called in what we were doing. Like, hey, we're gonna cover the road. All right, vehicle crews are finally moving up. So at that point, if they're just now moving out of the town, doesn't that mean that they're not with us? You know, like, should have known that we were in the town or asked before you pushed up.
Yeah.
But
the thing is, though, like,
I get it.
we were
No,
taking engagement from it.
No, I completely get it. It happens.
And then
But
there's
Tempestal, it's on
moving-
Tempestal as well. But at the same time, you should have known we were in the town. Did you hear us behind you? No. Pay attention. Just use your brain.
Yeah, the thing
Tempestal
was,
made
though,
it
in
sound
the
like
heat of the
everything was a
moment-
fluid. Yeah, I know. Tempestal made it sound
moved
like
up
everything was
behind us.
fluidly moving and like going and shit. And yeah, we weren't doing that. Like we were basically moving as a unit with infantry. But
also,
without
like,
any
just thinking
support,
it
we're
would
not
have
going to
made,
move.
sense, like, yeah, Bradley maybe moved up to help us, but no. Then
It
he
did,
just
but
fucking re-ended
you just
us.
got to think. Like, come on.
There was nothing I could do of the squad.
Oh no, like I said, it happens, but try to split second. Like, these are things you got to think about. Like, especially if you would have listened to the radio 2 minutes before you guys even went up the hill, you would have heard us say, "Hey,
Yeah,
we're
you
just gonna
said-
stay stationary in the town because this is a clusterfuck."
That's
So
made perfect sense. But also,
yeah,
like,
it
you
happens.
moving
Like,
up, like,
yeah, it
normally,
would have,
like,
but we
just-
would have called it in.
Yeah,
This isn't fucking
some people don't.
clown show.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, that's all I got. I don't know if any of the other guys want to talk, but
Yeah, one funny thing from Bradley. That person who yeeted an RPG into friendly Bradley literally doomed Charlie today to die, because I couldn't support them because my optics were extremely fucked.
Yeah,
So
we can't
basically,
fare
it
those.
made it like 70% less effective. And that's it. That's all I have.
yeah, like I
Crazy
said,
how that
fun,
all works out.
cool firefight. Comms could be better, but that's not really saying much. But I think they're doing. Oh, that's the tier 3 op. Squad leaders, if you guys want to talk about actions and things that went on, hop down. Otherwise, tier 3 guys go or open floor or whatever.
We still have air, right?
We still have
we still have
aircraft.
pilots.
Oh yeah. Well, what did you do the whole op? One of you crashed a giant helicopter, and one of you flew around in circles without radar for a while. Yeah. Anything else? It's your turn.
All right, guys, we'll be back in about 30-45 minutes. I'm going to start setting up for the Tier 3 server. So thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Hopefully I'll see you in a bit. Otherwise, cheers and have a good one.